Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and here we are looking at Major Tom Bombardier, and he's a member of What Arty Noobs, and he's in the M12, and we're on the west spawn of Halluf, and battle's about to get underway. Now the M12, as many of you know, is the Tier 7 American SPG. It mounts a 155mm howitzer and is built on a chassis which was developed from the M3 chassis. And Major Tom, as we'll refer to him in the battle, is setting up. Okay, he's looking for targets. As we look at the minimap, we can't see any yet. Our first target, it's a leopard. And he's crossing into the centre. There's a Type 64 down there at the moment anyway, but Major Tom's ignoring it. He's focusing on the area where he expects the enemy heavies and mediums to turn up, which is on the north side of the map. Right, he's seen a TOG 2, and it's actually in the centre, which is an odd place for it to be. And his first shot gets a strike. It was a splash, but it was 201 hit points. That's a decent splash. Mind you, the TOG does have a lot of hit points, but any splash like that, you keep repeating it, the TOG's going to die. And it looks like his teammates have found the enemy mediums in grid square C1 on the minimap. But he's seen another target, an IKV-65. He's aimed, he's shot. Oh, that was a decent splash there. 184 hit points and some critical hits. And the TOG 2 has appeared again. So he's taking aim at that. He's about 2/3 of the way through his load cycle, but it's just gone out of sight. So he's going to go after that IKV, which he can still see. Type 64 is firing at it. And I think he can splash it. And he kills it. Direct hit. 32 hit points. Good kill. Okay, he's got an AT-7 now in that little rocky area where the tank destroyers tend to go to look out across the valley, see if they can find any willing victims. Unfortunately, that AT-7 is going to be the victim. He doesn't know it yet. And Major Tom's loaded. He shoots. Rounds out. Direct hit. 163 hit points, 2 critical hits. And a good stun as well. Okay, Major Tom switched to the north now. Obviously he's got some bigger heavies to fry. There's a OI and a Churchill. And a T-3485. Now you can get some good hits in here. You can get them all bunched together. He can possibly even pop off 2 at once. Okay, he's settling on that IKV-103. It's a difficult shot because it's on the rise on that ridgeline. I think he overshot there. Yeah, he did. Okay, he's passed his attention back to this Churchill and this OI. The Churchill's been tracked, and he's an easy one-shot kill. One shell from the from Major Tom's 155mm will end that Churchill. And the OI, the OI's a one-shot too. Can he get a Bombardier? He can! He's done a Bombardier! 127 on the OI, he got 41 on the Churchill one. Wiped both of them out with splash. Unbelievable. Oh well, that's great. That's effectively ended the opposition on the north route. So now he's passed his attention back to looking over the west side of the map. And that Type 64 on Major Tom's team just got a little too close, and that AT-7 taught him a lesson. He's in that dip at the moment. Now the problem with that dip is the trajectory of the 155 on the M12. The shells cannot arc in. The trajectory is all wrong, so it can't arc over that rock. If this was a Bishop or a Conqueror gun carriage, they'd be able to loop the shell over the top of that rock and into that AT-7, even though it was hiding behind that rock. But with the M12 he can't. He has to wait for them to come out because the trajectory of the shell, it's a bit shallower than the trajectory of British Arties. Okay, you can see a Panzer IV-H. It's in grid square F9. He's going to have a go. Okay, it's hiding behind that rock, but it's popping in and out. So obviously he's going to be relatively stationary. But Major Tom's decided to go after this AT7, who's being very silly because he's come all the way down the rock face. He's a slow TD. And it's going to make him fairly easy to hit. Oh, he stunned it. He didn't hit it. He anticipated it would keep moving, but it just stopped. Stopped dead. So his shell was a near miss. It was a splash. But didn't get any hit points. But we've got an AT2 coming up the hill as well, going after the AT7. AT7, unfortunately, just took out the AMX-AC 45. 46, rather. And that shot did help. That was a close splash. 113 damage to the AT7. But the AT7, unfortunately, took out the IKV 103 on Major Tom's side. And now he's going after the AT2. So Major Tom needs to get a shell into this AT7 as quickly as possible to stop that. He's loaded. Will he be able to aim in time? I think so. Almost there. He can splash it. He can hit it now. Oh, it's been taken out anyway. Yep, the OI managed to kill the AT7. And they also managed to get the enemy T67. In fact, the AT2 killed the T67. So that's good. That means there's only 3 enemies left. Only 3. There's that TOG2. The enemy Arty, which is also an M12. And let's have a look and see what the other one is. It's a Panzer IV-H. It was the one that we saw earlier that popped out to have a look and then popped back in again. But Major Tom didn't fire at it. Now, I suspect that that Panzer IV-H has moved up the map and is not where it was before. And he's probably in grid square D9, overlooking the cap. I think the Arty is probably going to be right at the back of the map. No, he hasn't moved up. He's actually in E9. Oh, but he's dead now. The AT2 got him. Okay, which just leaves 2 left to find. The TOG, which is pretty difficult to miss, being so big. And the M12, and there's the TOG, and unfortunately he's on the lee side of that rock, which means we're not going to be able to shoot at him. He's Arty safe in that position. Arty safe from an M12, that is, not from a CGC or a Bishop or FV304. And that OI is taking a pummeling from the TOG too. Yes, look at those shells go in. And the OI's gone down. That means there's only 4 left on Major Tom's team and 2 on the enemy. That TOG-2's done a lot of damage. There's another OI experimental on Major Tom's side, but I think he's a bit reluctant to move up like the other one did to get the same treatment. So I think they're waiting for the AT2 to climb up this area here. Here it comes. And the AT2 is going to go after the TOG instead. Now Major Tom hits it. 261 and stun. So he's going to pick up some stun assist here. Yep, he has. The AT2 is putting those shells in. He's having a difficult time, but the TOG is side on to him. So he can definitely put those put that 2-pounder to work. And the OI is coming up behind the TOG. So now the TOG has got his fire split. He can either fire at the OI or at the AT2. But he can't fire at both because they're at either end of him. And if he moves out of that cover of that rock, then the OI is going to get him. Now, Major Tom's going to go after the M12 in the meanwhile, who's popped up. He shoots, rounds out. Direct hit. 186 hit points, 2 critical hits. And the TOG-2's been killed. The TOG-2 was taken out by the AT2. But unfortunately, we lost the OI in the meanwhile. And that M12 is relocating as quickly as he can. He knows he's been spotted. He knows the AT2's close. And the AT2's hitting him. And Major Tom's loaded, but he shoots where it was. And it's only got 3 hit points left, which means it's a splash kill if he can get it. Okay, it's hiding behind those buildings. It's using the buildings for cover. But he's trying to get close. I think he's trying to shotgun the AT2. I'm pretty sure that's what he's up to. He wants to get at that 82, so he wants to get close to shotgun it. And he rammed it, and he dies ramming the 82. That was a big mistake. He only had 3 hit points left. Why ram an enemy tank when you've only got 3 hit points left? You're going to die. Oh dear, that was a bit of a waste. He should have shotgunned the 82. That would have been effective. But if he had done that, then I think Major Tom would have ended him with his next shot. So, well done, Major Tom. Good battle. Nice Bombardier. Very good Bombardier, taking out 2 heavies with 1 shot. Let's have a look at the scores. You managed to get a 3rd class tanker, a bruiser for scoring at least 5 module hits or crew member injuries, and the Bombardier for taking out 2 enemy tanks with 1 shot. You did 1,551 hit points of damage. You got the highest amount of damage. You got the 2nd highest amount of kills with only 3. But you scored the 4th amount in base XP of 683 base experience points. If we look at detail, you fired 11 shots, 5 hits, 5 penetrations, 6 splash. Damage of 1551, all at more than 300 meters. You damaged 6 vehicles, destroyed 3. 382 hit points of stun, caused by stun, and 8 stuns in total. You have a premium account, so you earned 29,886 credits, but after deductions for ammunition, you took away 17,566, which is not bad. And you earned a XP of 1,025, times 2 for first victory of the day, and you walk away with 2,050 experience points. So, nice battle there, Major Tom Bombardier, and I'm sure we'll see you again in another battle soon. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully I will see you in the next replay.